It's a CNN News 18 super exclusive that we're getting to you. This is Justin Trudeau's fresh statement against India. Remember, he started off comments blaming India for all that's wrong, supposedly, in Canada. Now we have Justin Trudeau blaming India once again. He says Indian agents are involved in killings on Canadian soil. Indian response is against Vienna Convention. Now, this was a press statement that was made by the Canadian Prime Minister right after, you remember, Nijjar's death, where he had come out and blamed the Indian government. Until now, over a month, yet there is absolutely no evidence to back those claims. And we have Justin Trudeau once again making similar claims. We'll have to wait and watch as to whether or not there is proof this time around and whether they're going to be making that public or at least sharing it with the Indian government. So far, there has been absolutely no credible evidence that has been given to the Indian side by Canada of these claims that they're making. Justin Trudeau, in fact, has also gone on to say that they've reached out to G5 countries about their concerns as well.
We reached out to India to ask them to work with us on getting to the bottom of this matter. And India's response is to kick out a whole bunch of Canadian diplomats by violating their rights under the Vienna Convention. That is of concern to countries around the world. We have tried to work constructively and positively with India, and we will continue to. And that means continuing to work with Indian government diplomats. This is not a fight we want to be having right now.
Abhishek, my colleague, now joining us, getting us more details of this exclusive scoop that we have for you. Abhishek, we've seen such statements coming to the fore every once in a while now, but there's little evidence that is shared with the Indian side or even made public. What are you learning from your sources within the Indian government now of this latest stance that has been taken by Justin Trudeau?
Well, Poonam, this case has been very much in the public domain for like 5-6 weeks now. We have seen happening of Indian government's reaction where the visa services were suspended and Canadian diplomats were asked to go back. And the Justin Trudeau government has been, not coming out very clean on the entire issue when they blame on Indian agencies. There are reports that Nijjar was in touch with Canadian intelligence officials, and days before his killing, he was also in meeting with senior officials, and 2 days after his killing, there was also another meeting that was supposed to be between Nijjar and the Canadian secret officials. And they did hint him that there is a danger to his life and he should be very, alert on this issue. Indian stand is that if Canadian agencies were so sure about any incoming threat to the life of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, why didn't they protect him? First, also, what is the kind of evidences that the Canadian government is trying to blame on Indian agencies and why they are not being shared with the Indian agencies, and what kind of cooperation would Canada seek without sharing any evidence with the Indian officials? Also, whatever Vienna Convention Justin Trudeau is trying to highlight does not imply in this case, because India had sought a rank and parity of rank and strength in the number of diplomats, and going by that, about 40 diplomats who were access in numbers of Indian diplomats present in Canada, they were asked to go. It's not that Canadian officials who were supposed to be in India, they were asked to go. The over and above number of Canadian diplomats, they were asked to go based on the Vienna Convention. So there is no contradiction in this case. Also, Canadian intelligence sharing is not that is happening right now. So there's a multiple angle on which Canadian Prime Minister's blame game seems to be more like a political rhetoric than a real, serious nature of allegation, and where he wants a serious cooperation from the Indian government as well.
It seems like he's just trying to pander to his domestic audiences, considering his popularity is also dipping ever since these allegations have come to the fore. Multiple controversies, in fact, that Justin Trudeau has been mired in. For the moment, though, Abhishek, thank you so much for getting us the latest.